recording. Go.
Urinary operator. Okay, so let's say you wanted to add one digit to a variable.
Okay.
Bytes x is equal to 7 semicolon. That is a 7. And I wanted to add 1 to this variable. And I wanted to store the answer to that variable in itself. I would say x is equal to itself plus 1. So what is x now?
1. Oh, wait, no, wait, that's 6. I mean, it's 8, 8, 8.
8. It is 8 because we added 1 to it. However, there's actually shorthand notation to make this a little bit easier. Instead of saying that, we could say x plus plus. And this is going to do essentially the same thing. However, this is a urinary operator, which means it only has one operand. So this operator performs on one number, one variable.
What?
Urinary operator.
It actually makes sense to me. I'm not working at all.
Well, I know.
This is robotics, if you want to join.
I kind of do.
Gotta go.
I kind of really do.
Minus minus. Same thing. Subtracts 1 from the variable. It's the exact same as saying x equals x minus 1. It subtracts 1. This is incredibly useful. You're going to use it all the time, I promise, and you'll see why in the future. But just remember, x minus minus is the same as saying x is equal to x minus 1, semicolon. So,
Wait, x is minus...
x minus minus
X minus minus.
means subtract 1
Subtract 1.
from this variable.
Why can't you say x minus 1?
X equals x minus 1? Look
Why?
at how long this is compared to how long this is.
What the frick?
This is shorthand. This is a quick way of doing it, because believe it or not, most programming involves really awkward syntactical characters. For example, your fingers are not going to be here most of the time. They're going to be up here, where these characters are. They're going to be over here, and all this stuff. And really, it's a bother because most people suck at typing these characters. I, myself, am one of them. So really, I want to use it as few symbols as possible. It's shorthand. This, it's not a major example, but it's there if you ever want it. Now, there's also a few other assignment operators that I think I'm going to teach to you, yes. What if I said byte, what do you want to call it this time? We'll call it A. Actually, we'll say byte A is equal to 12. Now what if I came down here, right, and I said A plus equals 8. What do you think this is going to do?
8 plus is equal to 8.
8 plus equals 8. What do you think this is equivalent to? There's
Minus...
plus equals 8. What this is actually saying is A is equal to itself plus 8. That's it. So really, if you want to change a variable, what you have to do is math, using one of these operators, on itself. And this is actually something you do quite commonly, so they came up with a shorthand way of doing it. You have plus equals. What it's going to do is add 8 to itself. You have minus equals. That's going to subtract 8 from itself. You have times equals. That's going to multiply 8 by itself. And then you have divide equals. That's going to divide it by itself. 8 divided by 12, stored into A. So it's really just a shorthand way of doing math. So as of now, I think you know just enough basic knowledge to start the actual fun stuff. And that is judging events, evaluating conditions, and performing based on them. So what if I said, actually we already did this. We already did evaluating Boolean conditions, except I didn't put it in syntax for you, so I'm going to do that now. Byte A is equal to 11. Byte B is equal to 12. then down here, what I'm going to say is, if B is greater than A,